Okay, so we are on to round number 84, and I hope by now you've finished off your other round and you're not pulling your hair out too much. So to finish the previous round, we're just going to slip stitch into our very first puff and fasten off. Okay, so I haven't worked in any of my tails because I'm going to build up a bit more of a canvas before I work my tails in. But anyway, that's pretty much how it's going to look. Right, on the side over here you've got your puffs. So you have 6 puffs. You've got your chain ones and your single crochets at the back, and then you basically just carry on. So now round number 84, we're going to start with a puff into our first puff after our last oopsie, almost off camera there. Alright, so we're going to start in the top of this puff. So I'm calling this the first puff after our last treble front post over our last 3 trebles together from round number 82A, part A. Alright, so we're basically working into the puff from round 83. And we're going to just work another one, exactly the same. We're going to be working, so I'm going to start with single crochet, and then we're just going to work yarn over times 5. 2, 3, oopsie, something's got caught there. This happens, and that's the problem when you have not worked in your tails, although I don't want to work in my tails, they kind of get caught up in the back there. So move the tails out the way and let's try again. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, can't see what's going on here, 3, 4, 5. I think I'll get this right eventually. Of course, this always happens when I'm on camera. Always. If it's not the noise, then it's me crocheting very awkwardly. So we have 1. So you're going to work 1 puff into the top of your last puff, and just make sure you're working it into the top of that little hole and not all over the place like I was. Right, then we're going to skip that first double crochet. Alright, so we're going to skip that one, so we're not going to work in there, we're just going to skip that one, and we're going to be working a double crochet between our 22 double crochets. So that should give you 21 double crochets. Alright, and I've reverted the colour back to the Ermelo. But of course you can use, whichever colour you like. You can use a different colour for every single round if you like. And somebody has actually done that and it looks absolutely amazing. It's just a riot of colour. Okay, so we're going to, I'm just going to work the side with you. Right, so that, you can carry on the other sides with confidence. So, some remarks that I've got back about the videos, a lot of people have said, oh, it's very straightforward, we find your videos very easy, we can see exactly what you're doing. And other people have said, we can't see a thing that you're doing, you don't know what you're doing, what's going on, I've had to run the video 500 times and I still can't see what's going on. So, I never know what is the best way. So, I think maybe it's best to just sort of stop and then, recap after each section. So there we have our puff. So it's leaning a little bit to the left, but of course when we come round the corner and we attach it, it's going to pull straight. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We've got 21 double crochets that we've worked between our 22 double crochets, and we're going to yarn over and we're going to work into the top of the next puff. 2, 3, 4, going to work yarn over times 5, puff. Okay, so there you go. It's going to look like that, right? So I'm just giving you a squiz so you can see what's going on. Now, going to yarn over twice, and you're going to catch up your 3 double crochet front posts from round number 80. Those 3. And we're going to work treble front posts together, 3 of those. Yarn over, chain 1 to close, chain 2. Okay, I'm going to skip over our puff, and we're going to work this over. So we're working in front of those chain 3s from our previous round. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So I'm counting 3 when I say 1, 2, 3 there. The first one is of course a closing chain. And then we're going to do, so we're working 3 treble front posts together. Okay, so it's going to look like that. Right, can you see? So I'll just work, this, what I call, my side A. And the center panel, because then everything after that you're just repeating, you're just mirroring. Right, chain 1 to close, 1, 2. Just digging in there to get your, okay, like that. Okay. Chain 1 to close. Then you're going to yarn over and into your last puff. 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to work yarn over times 5 puffs. So it's going to look like that. Right, so you're going to work into that. So there's 6 puffs there. You're going to work into the first one. You're going to work into the 6th one. You're going to immediately work your 3 treble front posts together, and with this one as well, you work your 3 treble front posts together and then immediately your puff. So you're not going to do a chain 3, you just do a chain 3. So you'll have 4 chain 3s, and you'll have 5 3 treble front posts together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? And you'll have 2 puffs. Right, can you see? Right, I'm just going to stop so you can have a squiz. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to yarn over, and now, so in my pattern I find it easy to refer to these as steps. Alright, so you see these like little lines come across. So this is actually one from the puff, and these are the chain 1s between our double crochet front posts. Okay, so we're going to go, so when I look at it like that, it looks like 3 little steps. So we're going to go into the middle one, which is actually the second last chain 1, round number 79. So we're just going to go into that, but I'm just going to say into the middle rung of our little step ladder there, and we're going to work yarn over times 3, right, puff. Going to do nothing, just do a chain 1 to close your puff and work another one into your next, right, and the next 1, 2, 3, right. So you're basically skipping over your double crochet front posts, and you're pulling up that little chain 1. You're working into that, because you probably noticed like that the section is folding forward because of all the front post stitches. Okay, so now our aim is to start straightening that out but also I want to create a little bit of texture here, a little framework, kind of framework. You'll see what I mean when I'm finished. Okay, so I'm going to sort of frame this piece that we've done, this panel. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then the last one. So we're working between those double crochet front posts, right, like that. So you're going to have 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're going to have 10 puffs. It's going to look like that, and you're going to have that sticking out at the back. But in the next rounds, you're going to be working to the back, stitches like that, and then you're going to have this sort of little frame work around your panel. I'm calling this a panel. The panel, the central panel. Alright, and now basically you're just going to repeat everything that we've just done. Alright, so after those puffs you're going to work 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're working a yarn over times 5 into these ones, okay? And then immediately yarn over twice and work your 3 treble front posts together. Chain 1 to close, chain 2. And then you're going to repeat. So I'm not going to carry on. I'm not going to show you the rest because you're just going to carry on. But that's not the end of it, because I will see you. So when you've done your yarn over times 5 puff, so that's basically just a regular puff. When you've done that into the top of this puff over here, so the puff at the end of your rope, hopefully you're not feeling at the end of your rope, then I will meet you over here and show you how to work around the back so that you can carry on in your next puff. So I'll see you over here. Okay, so here we are at our puff, our last puff, not the last puff, just where I said I would meet you. Right, so we've done all our double crochets between our 22 double crochets from the previous round, and now what we're going to do is we're going to be working into those chain 2s behind our petals. So after we've worked our closing chain 1, we're just going to slip single crochet into the first chain 2, chain 2, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, chain 2. So we're just working single crochets into our chain 2 space and 2 chain in between, 2 chains in between. Right, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, single crochet, chain 2, and a single crochet into our last chain 2. Right, it's a bit messy at this point because we've got all those tails at the back. Right, it's going to look like that. Right, you're going to have your chain 2, so I'm just going to hold it like that so you can get a quick squiz, or a good squiz I should say, at what's going on there. Right, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 single crochets, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 chain 2s. Alright, and that basically will take you around the corner. So you're just going to hook up your working yarn again, and then you're going to immediately work your yarn over times 5, 3, 4, 5, puff into the top of the next puff, skip your first double crochet and you're back. And we're back. Oh, goodness me. Alright. And then you're basically just going to repeat everything that we've just done all the way around again. Okay? And there we go. So I don't really have to tell you what else to do because we've already done that. Okay? And at this point, it's going to look like that. Okay, so you've got your puffs worked into your puffs. You know, pretty easy. You've got your double crochets between, so you've got 21 double crochets each side. You've got your single crochets and your chains. And over here you have your trebles, your 3 treble front posts together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got your next puff here, and then you've worked your other puffs, your 10 puffs, into the second step. That's calling them steps. Alright, and then basically you're off again. Okay, so pretty simple. And I shall see you at the end of this round, which is round number 84. Oops. And of course it's not 10 puffs. I say 10 puffs, but it's actually 11 puffs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 puffs. Right? 11 puffs, and then, you know, those two, the puffs that we work into our first and our sixth one, we can, I'm thinking of counting those separately. So instead of saying 11 puffs, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 puffs, we can say 11 puffs and then plus 4 puffs. 1, 2, 3, 4, if that makes sense. 3, 4, those ones. Because these ones are yarn over times 5 puffs, they're regular puffs, and these ones are yarn over times 3. They're little ones, like that one. See? So 11 little ones and 4 big ones. Or regular ones. Okay, that's a problem when you have one round that has got quite a lot of different stitches, so just trying to keep track of everything. Okay, see you at round number 85. Okay, so now we are getting to the end of round number 84, and what we're going to be doing to end round number 84 and begin round number 85 is we're going to work yarn over times 5, so regular 3, 4, 5, I think I did that. We're going to work that into the top of our puff, our beginning puff from round number 84. Then we're going to yarn over and we're going to work 22 double crochets between 21 stitches. So to do that we need to start before our first double crochet. So I'm just going to do that and then I'll stop in a moment and show you. Right. So my blanket's getting so big. Okay, so it's going to look like that. So you're going to begin over there. Alright, so before your double crochet, and you're going to end after your 21st double crochet. Okay. I have to tell you, for a midwinter day, it is boiling hot here. Good grief. It feels like a summer's day. It's so hot. I think the temperature is about 26, something like that. Well, hopefully it's building up to rain and cold and snow, but I mean it is a bit hot for winter. Okay, so we're just working our double crochets. I'm just going to do this side for you up until a point, and then of course you will just go on to mirror this side but on the other side. So that's why in the pattern I call this side A, and then I say mirror side A, so it makes more sense and it saves time as well, having to write out the same stitches but in reverse. Okay, so we're going to check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So we have 22 double crochets. So I'm just going to do that so you can get a gander of what I'm doing, just in case I was going too fast, so you can see exactly what it should look like. Right, so you just have a look there. And then, same as before, we're just going to work a yarn over times 5, 3, 4, 5, yarn over times 5 into the top of our next puff. So we've kind of got that kind of puff link thing going on there, which is a bit of a theme in this blanket. Okay, so it's going to look like that. So I'm going to stop every now and again just to show you, okay? Then we're going to yarn over, then we're going to work half double crochet front post over our 3 treble front posts together. Then into the top of our puffs from round number 83, yes, from round number 83, we're going to work 2 double crochets, half double crochet front post around, okay, like over our trebles front post together, and try not to get that, and then 2 double crochets into the top of our puff from round number 83, and then half double crochet front post and working into the top of our puff 2 double crochets. So yeah, I don't have any qualms about working stitches into the top of puffs, because after all it is just a stitch. And so a means to an end is what I call it. If I want to achieve my goal, then crochet's just got to work for me. And then we're working our half double crochet front posts, and we are back at our puffy bit from the previous round. We're just going to work 2, 3, 4, 5, so we're going to work yarn over times 5 puffs, so basically just a regular puff. Now we are going to be working into the chain ones from round number 80. I think it's round number 80, yes it is round number 80. So what we're going to be doing is we are going to work 2 double crochets into, so basically your marker is the puffs. Okay, so we have 11 puffs, so we're going to work into 5 chain ones. Alright, so you know, if they are lining up with the puffs from your previous round, then you know you're on the right track, okay? But if they're not, and they're lining up with the front post stitches, then you're in trouble. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to work another 2. So now we have 5 sets of 2 double crochets, like so. Okay? So it's going to look like that. It's going to have a little foldy downy bit. Alright. And then we're going to yarn over, and we are going to work kind of over our next space. Alright, so if we have 11 if we have 11 chain 1 spaces, single chain spaces, then in the blank one, the one in the middle, we're not going to work. So we're going to be working 5 either side of this one, but we're going to kind of work over that one. So what we're going to do is we're going to be working into the top of the corresponding puff like that, and also over that sort of chain one, and we're going to work yarn over times 5, 4, 5, yarn over times 5 puff, so a bigger one. Then I don't know if I'm explaining myself properly. then we're going to work 2 double crochets into our next 5 chain 1 spaces, and as I said, they should correspond with your puffs from the previous round. So you've got 3, 4 and 5. I have a pair of tights on, I have boots and thick woolly socks, a long sleeve t-shirt and a very nice warm fluffy jersey, and I feel as if I'm on the beach at Ipanema, and this is just insane. I have to stop just now and go and like declutter my clothing thing today. So you've got, alright, so there you go. So I'm stopping to show you. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, nice big fat puff into the 6th one, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you've worked those 11 chain ones, and that's your panel. Alright, what I'm calling the panel. And now basically you're just going to mirror, so it's 3, 4, 5, you're just going to mirror side A. So you know that is side A, all of that is side A right up until the puff. This is your panel, and then this is side B, so you're just going to mirror side A. So that's how I write it in the pattern, because otherwise it's a lot of writing, a lot of pointless writing. And then you're going to be working your 2 double crochets, half double crochet front post, 2 double crochets into the top of those puffs from round number 83, 1, 2, half double crochet front post. Oh, that's my son taking the dogs for a walk. They must be delighted. 1, 2, half double crochet front post, and working into the top of those puffs. 1 and 2, right? And then we work our last half double crochet front post. So the reason I'm doing this with you is because I want to show you how to negotiate the corner. So I'm doing one whole side with you. So that's 4, 4, 5. Okay, through. And then we're going to work kind of in reverse. So now we're working, before we're working between our stitches, but we're starting before the first one, the first double crochet. And we're just going to work between our double crochets like that. Previous round. Ugh, nada. I am boiling. And I know all of you in the Northern Hemisphere are boiling too. So, yeah. So you don't need to envy us our winter, because we are boiling here as well. At least today, but I do believe rain is on the way. And cooler weather, which is a big yay from me. Right? Okay, and it looks like our municipality is out and about, busy weed whacking the pavements and keeping everything nice and neat and clean. Because of course in wintertime everything grows in Cape Town because of all the rain. So, and in summer everything dies down. So there we go. So everything is like green and lush. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Alright, and then we're working again into the top of our next puff with a nice regular puff. 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Chain 1 to close. Now we are going to chain 2 and work a single crochet into the next chain 2. Chain 2, work a single crochet into next chain 2. Chain 2, work a single crochet, so you can see what I'm doing, right? Okay, so you're basically working single crochets into your chain 2 spaces, and you're working chain 2s in between. See? Let's be skipping over those single crochets from. Okay. Chain 2, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, chain 2, and yarn over, and we are back to our first 3, 4, 5, and then that's basically where we started. Okay, so I'm just going to pull that out and kind of show you how that's working. So your corner is going to look like that. So as you can see, I haven't done in any of my ends, I haven't worked in any of my ends, but I think I'm going to do that now, because I've got, you know, it's a bit more robust and I've got places to work in. So that's going to be your corner with your, right, so you've got your puffs there. So have a quick squeeze, your puffs there, your 3 puffs going up like that. Right, you've got your double crochet, so it's a little bit what's the word, wavy, but don't worry about that because we're going to be working into those spaces. You've got your puffs over here. I'm kind of going backwards now, working a little bit backwards. Let me go from front. So this is where we started. Okay, so we started with our puffs like that, and then we moved across puffs. We worked those half double crochets, front posts, and our 2 double crochets into the puffs, and then we worked a puff into the puff from the previous round. Then our panel here, we worked 2 double crochets, okay, into the chain 1 spaces. We did our puff in the center there, and then we're back to our puff, half double crochet front posts, and our double crochets, and all the way down and back to our corner like so. Great. So I think you can manage. Very simple round, and I shall see you at the end of this round and the beginning of round number 86.